The perfect Camino shoe doesn't exist. Hey there, what's up? I'm Mike. It's all my own opinion based on my experiences. If you have a different one, I'm happy for you. Now, as you might know, I told several times, I walked 7 Caminos. And during 7 Caminos, I consumed 9 pair of shoes. And yeah, also, I like to experiment a little. And I'm always looking for optimization. Well, that doesn't go well all of the time. I fail sometimes, hard. But anyway, I'm not a guy saying never change a running system. I'm more like, if you never try anything else, there's no development, no evolution. And only from mistakes you learn. Now, if you're a Camino addict like I am, you don't listen to anybody's advice when it's about shoes. But if you're kind of new to this business, you may find yourself on social media asking, I like to walk the Camino de Santiago, which shoes should I buy? And whenever some people showing up saying, oh, this particular brand, oh, those shoes are perfect, or this should be a red flag for you. Don't trust them. They cannot tell you what your perfect shoe is. Not even your outdoor outfitter can tell you. Maybe he can show you a particular type or style of shoe, but only you can tell for yourself if this is your shoe, if it fits perfectly, if you feel comfortable, if you... I always say it that way. When you arrive at your albergue and get off your shoes, and you're already looking forward to slip into your shoes the next day, then it's the perfect shoe. Now, there's different type of shoes. It's a matter of taste, I think. Boots, low cut, sneakers, or even barefoot shoes. Now, I cannot show you any trail runners because I don't have any. But me, I wouldn't want to wear trail runners on the Camino because in my expectations, no, in my experiences, on the Camino there's too much water and too much mud, and I want to leave the mud and the water outside, not in my shoe. Now, on my first Camino 2015, I was wearing Mindel Identity boots. Full leather, heavy, ugly as hell. Your feet became hot very soon, but they were so comfortable. They were so cozy. It was like walking on the sofa. And yeah, regarding that it was my first Camino, I had no blister at all. No bruises, no nothing. And once you wax them properly, they were pretty waterproof. Amazing shoes. Now, my second Camino, I thought I know everything about shoes, and I tried to change something. And I started with Merrill Moab Ventilator. and I got blisters. Huge ones. A lot of them. And I sent my Moabs to hell. And I changed to Vivo barefoot hiking shoes. I don't have a picture of them. And yeah, the shoes, no, not the shoes. Yeah, the shoes made the blisters even worse. So I dumped them into the bin, 160 euros of rubbish. And at Viana, I bought another pair of shoes. Was a Spanish brand, don't remember. And they weren't perfect, but they took me to Santiago. Now my third Camino. Changed back to my Mindel identities from the first one. Was amazing, but now after roughly 2,000 kilometers, the sole was pretty run down and the Vibram cushioning was stiff. Was almost like walking on stone. And yeah, at O Pedruso, I had to set them free. And last 20K, I walked with my sneakers. Now Camino number 5, I had another pair of Mindel boots. Mindel Journey Mid GTX. Those ones. I'm not a Mindel fanboy. It's just I have very wide feet. And yeah, looks like Mindel is the only brand for my feet. What can I do? Those shoes, kind of like comfy, lightweight, waterproof. Now, I also wore them on Camino number 5. But in the middle of the Camino, as you maybe might see here, some seams got loose. And meanwhile, sole's pretty run down. I don't know. 2 Caminos, I think they're done. Now on Camino number 6, Camino Português, I started with barefoot shoes. You know, I like barefoot shoes. I wear them at home every day and pretty comfy for the feet. Lot of space, no friction, no blisters, no nothing at all. But on the Portuguese way, there's a lot of streets and, more important, a lot of cobblestones. And this hurts. This hurts a lot. There's no cushioning at all. You're walking literally on the street. You have a little profile, 3 or 4 millimeters, and that's it. No cushioning at all. And walking on cobblestone, believe me, it hurts. Now, there's people outside, I know, they have no problems with that. And they walk the entire Camino in barefoot shoes. I've also seen people walking without shoes at all. You can do it. It's not for me. So, while walking the Portuguese way, I got so much pain that I had to take painkillers to fall asleep. It was ridiculous. So at, I don't know, what was it? What was it called? Marinha? I bought a pair of Skechers sneakers. Deluxe Walker. They're comfy as hell because memory foam, but problem with memory foam is, didn't know that before, but for the first 2 or 3 hours, pretty amazing. Almost walking like on clouds. But after, longer period of time, the memory foam gets too soft and your feet start floating in the shoe. I don't know, man. Didn't expect that. Apart from that, it's all mesh. Waterproof, forget about it. Even the slightest rain hits directly into your shoe. But for a short walk, amazing. Now it's still 2023, it's amazing. This year, I was again walking with Meindl boots. Meindl Houston Mid GTX. And I don't have them here. I can only show you a picture. I give them back for a refund. And I show you on this one. Those shoes, a lot of mesh. Those ones, a little. It's okay. But the Houston have mesh in the area where the toe box bends while walking. And after, I don't know, 3 weeks, I got a hole, especially in this area where the toe box bends, in the mesh. 2 days later, exactly same spot on the other shoe, I got another hole. So from this point, waterproof, forget about it. And honestly, for a shoe for 230 euros, I expect more than 3 weeks. Anyway, I brought them back to my local outfitter and there was no discussion at all. They also said that's a no-go. And do you want to have a coupon or do you want some other shoes or the same ones again? I said, no, didn't decide yet. Please give me the money. Was no problem at all. So this year, no, not this year, next year, I need new shoes. I don't know, maybe another pair of those ones if I can get them. Or something completely different. The problem nowadays is that more and more shoes have more and more mesh on it. And take care where the mesh is. If it's in the bending area, fingers off, don't buy them. Maybe for local hiking, yes. 4 or 5 weeks on the Camino, I wouldn't do that. Now you can buy boots or low-cut shoes. I think it's a matter of taste. Whereas, I don't know, there's some areas on the Camino, like, especially on the French way, like downhill from Alto del Perdón or downhill from Cruz de Ferro to Molina Seca. They're pretty nasty and I feel safer when there's a more stability. And yeah, but you do you. But what I figured out is one thing. Those shoes, they're pretty comfy. But since they cost only 80 euros, I don't know, I wouldn't trust them for about 4 or 5 weeks walking on the Camino. Anyway, but if you look at the sole, this sole is pretty rough. This sole is pretty, how can I say, delicate, fine, detailed, whatever. And you can imagine that on this sole, all the mud and the dirt stocks. Not only that you lose all your friction, you also carry all of the dirt into every place you go. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt to clean them. Whereas those kind of soles, they're kind of self-cleaning. Good grip, and most of the dirt falls off by itself. And pretty easy to clean. So that's another thing. If you have two shoes and they both fit pretty good, always go for the one with the rough sole. Anyway, as I always say, you do you. You have to deal with your own mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Most important, shoe has to fit. You have to feel comfortable. And that's it. Go for it. So far, as always, we didn't learn anything at all. Well, it's just entertainment. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. Buon Camino.